Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. For today's video, I am going to be speaking about how you treat people and what can happen to your child, your family member, or someone that's close to you in the future. So guys, when I was in high school, I always talk about this. I don't know if you guys remember. When I was in high school, I had a bad experience with my science teachers in general, like almost all of them. So from grade 7 it began up to grade 9. Yeah, up to grade 9. Or maybe I think it's grade 10. Either grade 10 or grade 9. One of those grade guys. But with that said, my first science teacher in grade 7, one day she came to class and she almost fell. And the other students were laughing, and so I chuckled a little. And this lady, guys, Jamaican would say them, she class you. This lady told me some stuff. She told me I'm not going to come out to anything in life. She told me that she doesn't see the reason for me being on this earth. She told me that I'm going to be selling in the market. She told me that I'm very soon from now she'll see me begging on the streets or selling and all those crap, guys. And I stopped laughing when she started to curse me. And I sat in the seat and I'm like, why is this lady saying this to me though? Just because I was laughing. And first of all, I'm not the only person that was laughing, but she chose to pick on me. And guys, with that said, her daughter was in primary school. I think about it's grade 5, going to grade 6. Yeah, grade 5 and grade 6. And this girl, she left the primary school, passed for the same high school that I was attending. And when she got to grade 8, the little girl got pregnant. Yes, guys, she got pregnant and dropped out of school, and the mother made her have the child, move her to another school, wanting her to have a better experience, regardless of her having that child. And the girl went to that school, new school. She went up to grade 10 and she had another child. So I'm just saying this to say that, guys, you cannot downgrade someone else's child. You cannot speak ill of other people. Because if you have a family, if you have a loved one, or if you have close friends, something may impact them, and it's just your karma relating to them or relaying on them. You see what I'm saying? So my next experience was with my grade 8 teacher. She was pretty nice in the first part until she realized that I was keeping friend with a girl who they said wasn't of any good, right? I did not behave the way this young lady behaved. I did not speak the way she spoke because we are from two different homes. At school, we meet up and we talk. But my mommy would not tolerate that, so I couldn't bring that to school or bring that home. And this lady guy, when I go to her class, she would send me to the back of the class in a corner to sit down, while the other girl that I spoke to was up the front and, yeah, learning and everything. At the back of the class, guys, she would sometimes throw a chalk down there if I'm not paying attention, because sometimes I'll be looking through the window, and to be honest, I was distracted at the back because I'm not a back student. I have to be at the front or close to instruction to be learning. So she sent me to the back of the class. I sat there. Sometimes I was staring through the window. She threw chalk at me and all of that. And one day the chalk hit me. And guys, I got up and I was about to slap back this lady with this chalk. And the man said, sit down and just take it. And the kids in the class, they were laughing because I think it hit me almost to my face, something up here, like something past my ears or something like that. So I was gonna slap her back with that chalk because I didn't do anything wrong. Just beckon to me or call me or something. Don't throw stuff at me. But at that time, I didn't say anything to her, guys. I just kept it. And lo and behold, I became a teacher. And this lady's son is now in my math class. And guys, the devil was tempting me. I'm telling you, reality. The devil was tempting me to punish this child how the mother did to me. But then I said to myself, like, I would never do this. Like, this is not me. Because this child did nothing to me in the first place. It's the mother, and this child was a smart child. I wouldn't belittle this child because of what I experienced with the mother. And it's not only her putting me at the back of the class, guys. She always speak ill of me. I don't know if it's because the first science teacher spoke ill of me in the department and she was there. So when she got me with an expectation, or her mind was clouded towards me or something. I thought that was the case. But this lady, I never got more than 60 in her class. Not care how much I try. I do all the homework. I do everything, guys. She just is a 60 student and she just gave me a 60. And well, I took the 60. I didn't even tell my mother because those times mommy was not a Christian. And I didn't want her to come to the school and when the lady said something to her, she would retaliate and, made it bad for me as a student. So I didn't say anything to mommy. In fact, I told her on another teacher and she spoke to her a little. She came around a little and then went back to normal. So I just stopped complaining. So as I was saying to you guys, if I was that kind of person who likes to take revenge on people, her child in my class would have the worst experience. Trust me. And he was smart in math, but the first teacher that he had was not appealing to his intelligence. And so I went ahead and I saw that he was a visual learner. He liked tactile things, and I planned my lesson around them, and so he can, come out in class successful. And that happened. When she came to the staff meeting and the parent-teacher meeting, she was like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hi, miss." And she's like, "Do you remember me, miss? I can't forget you." And in her head, she knew what I was talking about. And she didn't say anything. She just smiled. And I smiled. So with that said, guys, you have to treat people good. If you can't treat them good, avoid them. Because whatever you do to somebody else's child, it may just happen to your child. You understand what I'm saying? The next scenario I have is another science teacher. That was my grade 9 teacher. I got her daughter in grade... was it grade 7 or grade 8? In grade 8, 7G. No, in grade 7, 7G. Yeah, in grade 7. And this child, she knew nothing about math. Guys, this child knew nothing about math. When she came to my class, I gave them a diagnostic and I saw where her weak area was. And at first, I didn't know that it was her mother until I heard her say a comment like, she mentioned the past school name. And I said, "You went there before?" She said, "No, my mom taught there." I'm like, "What's your mom's name?" She told me. Guys, again, the devil tried to play with me, but I didn't eat the temptation. I treated that child and didn't let her know that I knew her mom. I didn't say anything to her that I knew the mother. And I helped that child, guys, and she left from a 45 student to a 70 student in less than one semester. When I used to give the students in the class work to do, she'd always come to my table to get the additional help. And trust me, I helped her, I motivated her, and all of that. You hear me? And with that said, it's like I was so hurt to know that that could have been me. Miss could have helped me. Miss could have motivated me, and Miss didn't do that. And then Miss have children, but Miss still treat me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was pretty hurt about the situation, guys. But when it came to the PTA meeting and Miss saw me, if she could sink in the ground, guys, she would sink. I'm telling you, if she could have gone down in the ground, just disappear, she would. She's like, "Alicia?" I'm like, "Yes, miss, it's me." And she's like, "You teach my daughter?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do." Because she's like, she always come home talking about her math teacher, how she love her math teacher and all of that. And she didn't know it was me. Maybe she thought that I would have took revenge on her child or anything like that. But guys, you have to be the better person. Because if you're going to be like everybody in this world, where is your place? It's like you're replacing somebody, you're not making a mark, you know? And so I am just sharing my story with you. I'm not sure if you go to certain situations similar to mine, or if it's worse than mine, or if you have met that person's child or family member and you've done them wrong. Just ask for forgiveness and just continue to show people love, because sometimes they're lost, they're stressed out, and everything is happening to them and they don't know what to do. and you are there, they just take it out on you. You see what I'm saying? So these things can happen. Just don't let it happen to you, because karma is a very bad thing, you know? And to see that some persons, they excel in life and they got bad treatment as a child coming up and then they excel. And when they're excelling, persons are still gonna hate them. Like, why would you do that? They've been destroyed in the past. No, they're renewing their strength. Like, why would you hate them? Why would you talk bad about them? You don't even know them. So with that said, I'll see you on my next video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell me if you had past experience, or if you think that what I did was the best thing, or if I should do otherwise, even though I didn't and I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see you on my next video. Stay tuned.